Hello, welcome back to another video. Here today we're going to be talking about some crazy and disturbing, creepy, anything you want to call it, Pokemon Dex entries. Basically, what's creepy about these mons we're going to dig into and find out. Of course, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to slap a like for me. It'd really help out and I'd appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe for more content. And with that being said, I'd love to hear feedback down below in the comments section down below. What you think is the creepiest one, if I didn't even talk about anything that you think is creepy, by all means, let me know in the comments down below. We're gonna sit down and discuss. So one of the first things I want to talk about, I think this one is a no-brainer, is Cadabra's Dex entry. It's pretty creepy. It's from his Fire Dex entry. It says, it happened one morning, a boy with extrasensory powers awoke in bed, transformed into Cadabra. So you're literally gonna wake up one day as a Cadabra. Like, what? It's just a boy with extrasensory powers awoke in bed, transformed into Cadabra. So yeah, he already had psychokinetic powers and then he just wakes up as a Cadabra. Yeah, I'm looking at my guy Cadabra and you can look at my guy Cadabra right now. He ain't the most attractive, but like, what's packing back there, my nigga is thick. Like, sure, you know, Cadabra may be extremely and hella unattractive. I mean, he just wants to eat a bowl of cereal, but unfortunately there's no cereal around him. He looks like an insect if you look at it from like the bottom half of his, you know, body, outside of the obvious fat, thick tail. It does kind of look like an insect, and he has 3 toes. So why does he have 3 toes? I don't know. It's just, his design is pretty creepy. Like, I would not want to be caught in the same alley with this type of guy. Yeah, I'd probably smooch him on the mouth, but otherwise, don't try and catch me, Cadabra. No, hell no. The next one we're actually talking about is Gorbiess. All right, these are no orders. These are just pretty creepy. Now, I've actually thought that Gorbiess' Dex entry has been creepy ever since I first bought Pokemon Sapphire, back when it first released years ago. I think it was like 2003, somewhere around there. I don't know the specific year when it came out, but this one has always creeped me out, right? It's from its actual Sapphire description, but back, it says, although Gorbiess is the very picture of elegance and beauty while swimming, it is also cruel. When it spots prey, this Pokemon inserts its thin mouth into the prey's body and drains the prey of its body fluids. This thing is literally sticking its like schnauzer mouth thingy inside of your body and drinking out your blood. This thing drink blood. Now let's point this out. Design wise, it literally looks like a sperm cell, right? You're probably sitting here thinking, oh, who has a sperm cell like this? Well, hey, if you don't eat healthy enough, that's how your shit's gonna come out, right? But this thing apparently has like these mermaid shell type of things, you know, to, I guess, show its elegance and show that it's beauty and show that it's feminine and show that, you know, it's clearly trying to hide something there. And I mean, yeah, again, we don't judge here, but I mean, my girl Gorbiess, she used to have a rack at one point, and now it's like flesh skin. I feel like the more blood she drinks, the larger it grows. Is that just me? Am I crazy? I'm probably crazy, but this thing is literally gonna drink your blood. That's so basically, if you get in the wrong Coral Sea, right? The wrong Coral Sea, if you get inside of this hoe, oh no, you're done. You're done. Picture if this shit was in Finding Nemo. Yo, we'd find Nemo, right? We'd find that boy dead. Yo, I'm never messing with Gorbiess. I love Gorbiess. I love using it competitively, but hell no. I am never messing with this wannabe ass flounder, man. This apparently, you know, they call it the dolphin of the Pokemon universe. How? I don't know. I know some people have called it the dolphins, but you're blind if you think it's a dolphin. I'm not saying it is, but some people have called it a dolphin. Another creepy one we're going to be talking about is your guy Bayonet. Now, I think this one is a given. Bayonet itself is literally like a stitched doll type of thing that came to life and is possessed or some shit like that. So obviously you already know one of the creepiest looking mons. You already know that, you know, he's gonna have a pretty messed up Dex description. It's from his Emerald Dex description, and it states, an abandoned plush doll became this Pokemon. They are said to live in garbage dumps and wander about in search of the children that threw them away. Damn, that's sad. My nigga's from Toy Story. Oh my god, my nigga really from Toy Story. But the owner tossed this shit out. He just wants to go home. Hell, I'd be mad too if somebody abandoned my ass, dude. Like, come on. It's an abandoned plush doll that became this Pokemon. If I had a doll and I abandoned it, hell's chances that it probably would come and try and find me back too. And next thing you know, I go to town on that doll. I give that doll some lovin'. You guys have messed up minds. I'm talking about like sleeping with at night. Again, messed up minds. I'm talking about cuddling. You know, we sensitive here. You know, we have passionate hearts. But, you know, Bayonet already looks pretty creepy. But he's just a very sad doll. It's very sad. Not even creepy. More disturbing, if anything. Pretty sad that my guy just wants to find happiness. He just wants to have an owner. But unfortunately, everybody's gonna fucking tell him no, dude. Yo, fuck that guy that threw him away, man. Screw him, man. Shit. Another creepy one that we got, and this one is actually pretty fucked up. It's actually pretty recent. It's from the recent generation, or the generation we're right now, Generation 6. Yveltal, you may know, he is the legendary mascot of Pokemon Y, and he also represents death in the Pokemon universe. We're gonna talk about him. He's literally in the shape of a Y. Can we sit down and talk about that though? Design wise, it's actually pretty fucking cool. Like if you sat here and told me that we were going to get a Pokemon that was in the shape of a Y, like the letter Y, I would tell you that'd be ass, you know? People hate Muck, people hate, you know, Grimer, people hate Weezing, people hate Garbodor, people hate Vanillix, people hate Gothitelle because of all these basic shitty designs, which I don't think any of them that I just named are basic shitty designs, but a lot of people hate them for those reasons. Yet I could see a lot of people hate Yveltal simply for just its shape. But you know what? It's pretty cool designed. Now, off topic, let's get back to the topic. It says, when its life comes to an end, it absorbs the life energy of every living thing and turns into a cocoon once more. What? What? What the hell? Basically, when this thing is about to die, it's killing everybody. It's like, oh, I think I'm getting a heart virus. Hey, you good, my dog? Nah, I'm gonna just kill everybody in the whole world. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna sleep it off. Like, he literally killed everybody. I'm sorry, we don't gender identify here. It kills everybody. Jesus Christ, man. So you essentially, you can't fucking kill an Yveltal. You know, like it's like you're trying to capture one in game and you weaken it down. Check it, right? And you're weakening it down to try and catch it instead of like an Ultra Ball or some shit like that. And once you bring it down to the red, this thing will literally kill you, all your Pokemon, every living thing. Every living thing. Because it states it absorbs the life energy of every living thing and turns into a cocoon once more. So I'm assuming it absorbs all of that, replenishes its health, becomes completely healthy, no longer its life is threatened, and then it goes back into the cocoon, back into slumber until it's awoken, or until it wakes up. So Yveltal's a nigga, like he actually doesn't give a shit about anybody. What the hell? We're gonna talk about Gorbiess now though, the next one. Gorbiess, this one is actually pretty creepy because it looks like a cute, adorable pumpkin thing. Like its bottom half, like its waist. Ooh, wow. Whatever, you know, whatever type of shorts my girl's wearing or my guy's wearing, you know, it looks very happy. But, you know, then at the top, its face, actually, facial expression at the top seems pretty shocked, and it states here from its Y description, it enwraps its prey in its hair-like arms. It sings joyfully as it observes the suffering of its prey. Oh my god. So, you know how in the anime everybody hated Jigglypuff's hot-ass bars in the anime? And I'm like, Jigglypuff, you had bars, dude. This Gorbiess is essentially holding you like literally in its face, is holding you tightly so you cannot escape. I'm assuming it's a ghost type. All these ghost types are so fucked up, man. It's literally holding you with its hair-like arms, and it's essentially bringing you to its face, and it's gonna be singing to your face the entire time, and it's gonna watch you, have complete eye contact, and watch you as it does this, and watch you suffer. And I'm assuming, you know, you can't get out. You won't like be able to run. So it's essentially strangling you to death and then destroying your ears. So like, yeah, everybody's fucked. I'd never catch a Gorbiess. No, I don't even like this Pokemon. I just don't, man. Nigga's creepy. You know what's even messed up? It's pre-Evo, Phantom, Psych. I know some, you know what's funny? I only said that because some people actually think Phantom is the pre-Evo of Gorbiess. I'm being so dead ass too. Why? I don't know. Like, they stop. Please stop it. Phantom lives matter too, right? Stop it. But Phantom, pre-Evo of Trevenant, states here he's pretty messed up from the Y description. According to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died while lost in the forest. Mothers, soon to be mothers, soon to be fathers. Fathers, yeah, fathers. Never leave your child out of sight, cause this right here could be real. Who knows? Who knows? You know, I've seen Stranger Things recently on Netflix, and some whack crazy shit happens to that lost boy. Some whack crazy shit, you know? Phantom don't give a shit. The forest you ever get lost in doesn't give a shit, dude. Literally, this thing is stumps possessed by the spirits of children. It's basically a stump that nobody cares about. You probably walk by a stump every single day. Nobody absolutely cares about that piece of shit at all. Little do you know, it's probably possessed. It's probably possessed, pretending to be a useless stump. And then when you turn around, you know, it comes to life and floats away. It's children who died while lost in the forest. Man, never go camping. I swear to God, it's not worth going camping for that shit. It is most definitely not worth going camping for that shit. This one is actually like very, like more disturbing, if anything. Drifloon, it's pretty messed up. This one has 2 dex descriptions. It's actually have 3, so it's like very fucked up. Drifloon seems like the most one of the most adorable. Like if somebody created a list and compiled a list of like the most adorable ghost type Pokemon, Drifloon would definitely be in there. But the unfortunate part about that is my guy Drifloon is actually pretty messed up himself. So chances are most times if they're a ghost type, you know, most times if they're a ghost type or a dark type, yeah, they're pretty messed up. It says here, it is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloon for a balloon and holds onto it could wind up missing, from its heart gold description. So you know how like children like to hang onto the rope of the balloon? Since Drifloon imitates a balloon, it basically is a balloon Pokemon. If you grab onto his little hands right there, which mind you is actually extremely adorable, if you grab onto his hands, and it's unfortunate too because it's hearts. Children love balloons. You gonna die, you know? They will just disappear. You know, it will just keep going up and the child will float away. The child could fall and die. And first off, how stupid could you be? Like, who can mistake this thing for a regular balloon? It has a face, it has eyes. Yeah, you could draw on a balloon, but you gotta be stupid to actually grab onto this, all right? The children from Sinnoh region are pretty fucking stupid, I'm not gonna lie. From the Black 2 description, it also states, these Pokemon are called the signpost for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish. Again, it seems like people in Unova are pretty fucking stupid too. Why you gotta be so stupid? Why? In the Pearl description, it also states it tugs on the hands of children to steal them away. However, it gets pulled around instead. So, I'm sorry, did I say Sinnoh? I meant Johto, because the first one was heart gold. So maybe the people of Sinnoh really aren't as dumb as you'd think. They don't really seem as dumb as you'd think. Maybe they're a little smarter. Maybe they're just a little bit smarter they seem to be. You know, shout out to them. They're just not as dumb as you would think that they'd be. But my guys from Johto and Unova, you gotta step it up. You gotta step it up, you know? You know, in Unova it's called the signpost for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish. So correlation, I see none. I see none. This one is also pretty whack too, and you know what? Fun fact, it's actually a psychic type. Some psychic types are pretty crazy too. There's some psychic types are just mentally deranged, you know, they're just mentally deranged. We have right here Drowsy, my guy, you know, the half dipped in chocolate elephant tapir type of thing. He looks so happy in every image. He's like, hey, I'm Drowsy, hi. He looks so happy, like chill out. It says from a silver description, it remembers every dream it eats. It rarely eats the dreams of adults because children's are much tastier. Why you gotta be so like dull, adults? Start having some better imaginations. I actually remember that anime episode too of Hypno, like luring all those children outside. Hypno is messed up too. Hypno was incredibly messed up, man. And get this right now, right? We got another one here too, Darumaka, and this one is more just a little creepy, if anything. They're not supposed to be scary, you know. Sometimes people take scary as creepy. They're two different words, you know, two different meanings. But creepy Darumaka here, and it's just like, if anybody were to do this to me, no, they're getting faded on sight. It says here from his white description, Darumaka's droppings are hot. So his shit. So people used to put them in their clothes to keep themselves warm. So the people in Unova are putting like Darumaka shit in their hand, right? And they're physically grabbing. They're gonna squeeze the living shit out of Darumaka on one hand, have the other hand underneath, have all of Darumaka's shit come on that hand underneath, and put that in their pocket to keep themselves warm. So what you're telling me is that the Unovans are pretty stupid. Yet again, Unova, you just continue being full of stupid people. Shout out to Unova, man. They continue being filled and compiled with stupid people. Here's a pretty messed up one too, and it's from Glalie. It says that Glalie has the ability to freeze control or to freely control ice. For example, it can instantly freeze its foe solid. After immobilizing its foe in ice, this Pokemon enjoys eating it in leisurely fashion. He is literally eating you when you're frozen. Glalie. Good God, this one takes the cake for the most messed up one. Nah, I know. Yveltal is just suicidal. I know Gorbiess is a murderer, and Drowsy, well, he's just, you know, he's into children like that, right? And then people are stupid to fall for Drifloon. But Glalie, good God, he's literally eating you when you're frozen. Glalie, chill. I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for that one, you know? But no, that's pretty fucking messed up. Glalie literally freezes you and then bites you and eats you. What the hell, man? That's why his jaws are so huge. That explains everything. I never knew that. Another one we actually got to is Haunter. And I think all you Gen 1ers are gonna absolutely love this one. Since, you know, Haunter is one of my favorite mons from Gen 1. I like Haunter more than Gengar, and I feel like I just triggered a lot of people, but I do. But it states here that Haunter is a dangerous Pokemon. If one beckons you while floating in darkness, you must never approach it. Never approach it. So basically meaning that you just have to be stupid to approach it. And if it approaches you, well then you're just unlucky. But it states here this Pokemon will try to lick you with its tongue. Oh, and steal your life away. So basically, if you ever want to head from a Haunter, I'm not gonna judge you. I've also thought of it as well. You're dead. So it'll be the last that you'll ever get. So it better be well worth it, Haunter. Come see me. Another we're gonna talk about as well is Honedge. Honedge, he seemed, I guess, a little eerie to me the first time they announced him in X and Y. And I remember so many people ragdolled on him the first time he was announced in X and Y. They're like, oh, Pokemon is definitely running out of ideas when they come up with a freaking sword Pokemon. I'm like, it's a possessed sword. Come on now, that's very popular in a lot of Chinese-based stories and movies. Very popular. What the hell, man? It states here that if anyone dares to grab its hilt, it wraps a blue cloth around that person's arm and drains that person's life energy completely. So basically King Arthur would have died if he lived in the Kalos region, since, you know, he can't grab the sword. That was such a bad joke. I'm sorry for giving you guys a bad joke. No, I should be sorry. That was terrible. Absolutely atrocious. I apologize. Essentially, you can never grab a Honedge. So once you catch a Honedge in a Pokeball, yeah, like literally never touch it. Like, never touch it. Like, no. And if you touch the other parts of its body, yeah, it's gonna hurt. So like, don't touch it. Another one we got here is Grimer, and it states you from Grimer, wherever Grimer is passed, so many germs are left behind that no plants will ever grow again. Can we get Suicune to absolutely murder all Grimers, make a complete genocide on Grimers? Sorry, Grimer fanboys. Grimer just seems like he doesn't want life to grow, and I feel like my guy Wally would actually hate the hell out of Grimer. It's a reference because Wally, you know, he had that plant in the boot. Bad jokes, 2 for 2. Psych. This one's just a little creepy. They're not all supposed to be scary yet again. They're creepy. Snubbull. I'm telling you, I do a good ass Snubbull impression. Snubbull. Oh my god, I love Snubbull. I actually really fucking love the Pokemon so much, but its description is pretty creepy. You'd have to have a pretty messed up mind if it makes it creepy. If you have a normal mind, it's not really creepy, but let's talk. It has an active, playful nature. Sounds normal, right? You know, as a dog, it sounds normal. Many women, so women, you know, they like to keep dogs in their purses. Could be a purse dog. It's a fairy type little girly. Many women like to frolic with it because of its affectionate ways. Yeah, women are actually like banging Snubbulls. So take it whatever way you want. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it however you want to look at it. Look at it from any perspective you want to. But when it says that many women like to frolic with it, only because of its affectionate ways, and sure, you know, to the normal untrained eye, that sounds like, oh, it's just a dog, you know, women like to play with it because, you know, the dog is so lovable and adorable. Well, then you haven't been on the internet long enough, have you? Because this is bestiality. But that's actually all that I have here today. Of course, there are so many other wacky and messed up descriptions. There are so many others, but I just didn't really feel like going into them. So if I didn't name any and you want to name some that definitely fit your eye, then by all means leave that in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear which ones you say that probably are creepy or scary or disturbing or whack or crazy, like the Snubbull and Darumaka ones. You know, just please let me know some in the comments down below. And it's not that I didn't miss any. I thought those are just my favorite ones, so I kind of compiled them up. Of course, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you already have for more content, and with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye.